Hi everyone, this is Glenn Flaherty from Boardgames and Bourbon, and today we're going to talk about Life and Legend. It's a card game that is currently going to be on Kickstarter, or might already have been on Kickstarter. I'm not really sure at this point. But the way the game works, and I will briefly tell you how it plays, and then I will tell you my thoughts about it. Essentially what's happening is you're visiting a world. This is a dungeon crawl with a existential theme to it. You're going to have these location cards called legend cards, but they're world locations. You're going to put 4 of them down, face down on the table, and you can visit them. You can, on your turn, either visit them and claim one of the cards as your own, and by doing so, it becomes a point towards being the most legendary. You can flip a card over and interact with it, and if you beat it, you get 3 legendary points. Or you can trade them in to get life words like deductive and the word, can I read? Bravery, that says bravery. They combine and they combo. When you get a sentence out of it, like if you got words like this one that says, I hide power, you would get the benefit of this card. And this card, which is a background card, it can work with other cards and kind of combo together to give you even better powers, okay? And sometimes you'll roll a die to win a card. Sometimes you'll have a word pairing to win a card. Sometimes if you just have certain relics. Relics are cards that you claim. Let's see if I can find one here to share with you. These legendary cards are either events that affect how the game play, locations you encounter and you win. Let's see. What do I have here? And here's a relic card. A relic card will go in your play area. It'll have a word on it, okay? And that can help you as well. You can see this one is worth 1 point. So, okay, the game itself, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to play, I'd say. It's for 2 people. It's essentially a dungeon crawl with kind of a meditation spa feel to it, both in turn, in tone, in art, in words, and in theme. Now, the great thing about this is, I'll say it's twofold. If you do not have a dungeon crawl, all right, you want your first dungeon crawl, go ahead and pick this up. Why not? 2, this is very much a gateway dungeon crawl. 2, if the idea of dragons and delves are not something that's up your alley, or something you're over, or you're trying to entice a new person to join you who that theme might not do for, this is very different, so this might bring them into it. I would also say the theme of this game is very timely. With games like, I think it's called We Held Hands, Pursuit of Happiness, there's another game about like building your happy home, this kind of thing. This game is very timely, and it is of the moment. So, that will really give it a fresh feel. It'll give you a fresh feel to keep it a little bit new. I will also say, in terms of some of the games I've been playing recently, some of the games I've been doing, now this doesn't have an RPG element. You're not building up the person as they're doing this dungeon delve. You are comboing word cards, and you're finding different paths to victory. But it's not really like an RPG style dungeon dive like Arkham Horror LCG or something like that. Now in that game you're building up your character, okay? However, I will tell you the out of game time building decks to actually go do your little quest. The out of game time to me doesn't seem to justify the in-game experience. Because you can't even play it multiple times. It seems to me in those kind of games, every time you play it, you know what's coming, and so the story element kind of goes out of the window. In this game, no, you're not building a character. However, there's 0 setup time. I mean, it's literally like open it up, hand everybody a few starting cards, and go. I love that. I love things that are quick to set up and very easy to explain. Yes, this game has its own language, wandering, and, relics. What are those? But it's not too hard to understand. You do have to supply your own die. And the game has enough different paths to victory that you can play it multiple times and it'll feel fresh. So for example, to win the game, you can claim on your turn one of these legend cards for 1 point. You could encounter these cards. So what's a good card to encounter? You can just go here. You can try to encounter the card. And so for this card, for example, you either need to have a word combo or you need to have those cards in front of you, 3 greens and a die roll. And you could do that. You can just try to win these and keep those. You could turn those in for your life words, and you would turn your life words in to get your backgrounds. So, you can either do one path like I did, or you can mix them up like I tried. I probably played this 8 or 9 times already. And I thought it was fun to kind of find the different ways to get there. Okay, so in short, it's a fresh dungeon crawl. It's a nice, gentle introductory experience. You're not going to be bogged down with a bunch of rules. It's very timely, and I think it has replayability there. Okay, so I'll try to provide the Board Game Geek link so you can read more about it and see if it's for you. But once again, that is Life and Legend. It was a new game for me, and let me know what you think. All right, thanks guys. Bye-bye.